Hey everyone, welcome back into Mountain Dog Companion. Jay Miller here, hanging out with Ebony's litter. They were born on 8/17. In today's video here, we're going to talk about the 6 puppies. There's 1 male and then 5 females, and they're doing great. They're about 5 weeks old, and they'll be ready to go home here in about 3 weeks. And hopefully this video will help you guys make those litter picks, kind of get the ball rolling with that. So this should be posted tomorrow, and we'll get rolling and get in touch with you guys and get everything underway as far as getting those picks in. So very excited for everyone on the list. And without further ado, we'll jump right into it. So starting things off here, we got Duke, the solo male. He's the biggest in the litter, a big, blocky, chunky guy. He's also probably the most confident and most outgoing, but at the same time, he keeps a pretty low energy profile, pretty chill, just kind of wants to hang out and take it easy. So a little bit more laid back, but definitely like he's kind of like Icon. Honestly, it reminds me a little bit of Icon. He as far as his personality, like he'll kind of let you know what's going on around him. He'll always greet you, but at the same time, he's not one to necessarily like be super energetic and be bouncing off all over the place. So hopefully that'll help you guys out. And then as far as looks, he looks a lot like Benson. So if you've been checking out and really wanting a Benson puppy and wanting a pup that looks like him, this is the one. So really beautiful guy to start things off. And then we got 2 of the girls. So we got Bailey and Bella here. This here is Bailey. She is one of the more outgoing ones. Right now it's nap time. These guys are super just kind of chilled out right now, but definitely one of the more outgoing ones, a little bit more on the playful side. I'd say medium energy for her, and just a sweet personality, very inquisitive. As far as her coloration, I'll just kind of show you guys here. Got the white socks front and back, the white tip tail, and she does have 2 Swiss kisses up top, so kind of a split kiss there, and sometimes you'll see it wrap around the side, but for her, she just has those 2 spots and a nice tuxedo up front. So just a really nice looking girl. Now, one thing I did notice about the litter, they do have a little bit of a darker kind of tan. Sometimes you'll see a creamish tan, and sometimes you'll see a dark, very dark and deep mahogany. And sometimes you'll see it mix in a little bit with the black, and that'll give it a little bit of a tint. But for the most part, these guys have a really kind of a reddish glow to it. So definitely something to look to and keep an eye on. Moving right on, we got Bella here. Bella is one of the smaller girls. She does have a Swiss kiss up top, beautiful white blaze, white socks front and back, and a white tip tail. And for her, she's more of a snuggler, a little bit more of that chill, tender-hearted, a little bit more sweet, kind of like Ebony. Ebony has her favorites, and then she definitely is a little bit more soft-spoken around strangers, and is a little bit more just kind of keen with her people. So, but an absolute sweetheart, not super energetic. I'd say medium to low, and just very soft. Okay, guys, so we had the laid-back portion of the litter. Now we got the more outgoing portion. So we got 3 of the girls here. Definitely a little bit more interactive, a little bit more playful, fun, spontaneous, very good time. Definitely a little bit more going on with these guys. And then, and we'll kind of go through and talk about each one now. One thing you will notice with this litter, there's like, I think 4 puppies with kind of whole jungle gym going on here. Yeah, there you go. Most of these puppies have a Swiss kiss, or 1 or 2. And there's like 3, I think, with double. So you got a little bit of a double spot going on there, a little bit of a double spot going on here. So definitely something to keep an eye on, and it does kind of get passed down on generations. So I mean, somewhere it probably both parents probably had history of it, and so it just gets passed down a little bit through that. So starting things off here, we got Hazel. Hazel is the biggest one out of the 3, and I'd say she's second biggest in the litter. She does have a nice chunky, just a heavy set kind of conformation. Absolutely stunning. Medium when it comes to energy. She's not bouncing off the walls, but she's still very interactive. She loves her people. She's just very in tune with everything around her, and So very sweet girl. Now one thing that really stands out for me for her is kind of the intensity behind her tan. So she does have a very nice red intensity, especially here on the side of the face. It really just pops, and her eyebrows really pop for her. So absolute sweetheart. And we'll keep on rolling. We'll do the smallest one in the litter first, and then we'll move to the biggest. So kind of two variations here. So we got Honey here. Honey is the smallest. Now it's not by a long shot. She's still, I mean, she's not gonna be anything small necessarily. She's just a little bit behind everyone else. And it's, I mean, the difference between her and the next one right beside her isn't really much at all. So white tip tail overall, very similar coloration, but she doesn't have that Swiss kiss. Now if you guys are wondering about the noses, so a question I get all the time, will the noses turn black? So it is only a lack of pigment in coloration, so that'll fill in. Most times the puppies are born with completely pink noses, and they'll transition over about a 6 to 7 week span where they'll turn completely black. So here in probably a week or two, you'll be able to even see the difference between, it just happens so quickly. So sweet looking pup here. And as far as energy levels for her, she is one of the more outgoing, one of the more playful ones, definitely confident. She loves her people. She's very interactive and spontaneous. So if you have a house full of kids, she might be the right one for you. She'll like that activity, like to keep up with everyone, and she'll keep your kids busy while you're doing the chores. So definitely a little bit more energy with her. And then moving on with the biggest girl in the litter, and I just want to make sure I have the right one, or the right name to the right puppy, but we'd have Harper here. I'd say Harper probably has the most white from the girls, so she has quite a bit of white on the face. The front kind of feet got those white socks. She does have that double Swiss kiss, which I showed you guys earlier, and that bottom one will probably fade out just because it's so, like, it's not a lot. The top one will probably stay. She's got the nice white tail, and overall a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more chilled out personality. Now she is the biggest girl in the litter, and I feel like as far as her white on her face, I do feel like most times they kind of grow into their white, so that white is going to look very proportionate as she grows, compared to right now. It looks like her whole face is white, but that'll definitely, that'll change a little bit. She still has that tan on the side, tan on the face. So beautiful looking girl. She's going to be a very heavy and boxy looking girl. So that'll kind of wrap things up. If anyone has any questions about these pups or wants anything more as far as details, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you guys out. Again, this is Ebony and Benson's litter, and they're about 5 weeks old. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My number is 330-234-0102. Thanks for tuning in today, guys, and we'll see you next time.